All right. Test, test,
Test.
test, test.
Before we get into that, actually, I have a question for you guys. So, what makes a good TV theme? What are some elements, in your opinion, that makes a good TV theme? Dean, go ahead.
Okay. I have actually been thinking about this since we've, for the week that we've been studying for this or researching. I think it depends on the time period.
Yeah.
You know, back in the 80s, you needed, well, you didn't, I mean, no one needed, but you needed that explanation into this show, series, whatever you're watching. You know, you had to have that half-ass explanation or at least lyrics that lent to the show. You know, I'll be there for you when the rain starts to... Again, remember, you two, when we're doing this segment, it is okay to hear the song. It's okay to sing the song, but no more than 30 seconds, or YouTube will shut us the fuck down. Trust me. So
Okay.
we have 30 seconds to sing whatever, but which only if like you put a YouTube video up and just started singing it, shut down. But since we are discussing this as its merits and whatnot, it's allowed, but still only 30 seconds. So remember that
Okay.
when you're, singing or whatever. Okay. So just wanted to put that out there to you guys. A little behind the scenes for everybody right there up front.
Okay.
So with that said, I think again, I think it's, you have to give the viewer an idea or a feel of what's coming up, whether it be verbally or even take Night Court, for example. Boom, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, dum, boom, boom, boom. You know, that there, and then you get into the whole part. That gives you like the little bit of like grunge of New York, but it's still the funkiness and silliness that's about to happen. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Give me another one, and I can maybe unless they did poorly choosing a theme.
Right.
Well, we talked about the Monsters. The Monsters one was kind of it definitely set the tone for that show. It was
Absolutely.
The big, over the top, creepy-ish, horror-ish type of music, but also goofy, so yeah, so you're right. So it sort of sets the tone of the show, light, funny, or serious drama.
You go X-Files, something fucking creepy is about to come out that door.
Yeah.
Right. Or like you say, it's either the music tells a story or the lyrics themselves tell the story and lead you into the episode.
Right. Dawson's Creek. I know, he doesn't want to wait for his life to be over. I know that, from the beginning, and I know, and I feel that in my heart.
Right.
So,
I would say that
go ahead.
the theme, the theme absolutely has to pair well enough in a certain way with the show in some way, but also the theme's only going to go so far as the show is the content of the show is good. I'm sure there've been amazing theme songs to shows that only lasted a season, and none of us fucking remember them because they weren't on long enough for us to care to make it an impact. So yes,
challenge accepted. But
yes, you can have an incredible theme song and that, but like I said, at the end of the day, the ones that I'm sure that we're going to list off for the most part, lasted maybe a few seasons or stuck with you in some momentous way.
Imagine if you flipped some of the theme songs with TV shows, like you started the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme and then went into Law and Order. Doesn't really quite work out,
Right?
And then dong, somebody's laying in a park dead.
Sure.
Doesn't quite work out, the way coming into a Larry David, scene would.
Not to say it couldn't work. It's just it's probably not going to do that way.
Weird.
Right.
So are TV themes, are they more of a thing of the past? I mean, there are some current shows which we'll get into later, but with decent themes. But is it more of a thing of the past than it is today?
I think you see a lot of TV shows now that are they don't focus as heavy. I wouldn't say a lot, but I think I notice it more now than I ever did before, with just a brief little snippet of a tune with the title of the show, and then we're into the show. You know what I mean? Or like for example, what This Is Us is a very popular, great show that just ended. That Dean and I have watched through the years, and we absolutely love.
But
Fantastic
that
show. It's not it's
but it's memorable. Like when you hear
I
that, you're
guess, but
listening. You're
I
about to
wouldn't
watch
be like,
Modern
wow,
Family.
what a great theme or whatever.
Correct.
Right.
But like The Office,
It's a crockpot fire.
I think you mixed up quite a few different shows on that one.
No, I don't know. That's what's in my head when I think of This Is Us.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, please.
All right, so I mean, first of all, look at throughout the years. If you start with as far back as The Honeymooners to I Love Lucy, even Dick
great
Van
theme.
Dyke.
Sure.
They didn't do the lyrics, right? They just did the themes. And then you got into the 80s was actually I think the 70s, like was it Mary Tyler Moore, throwing the hat in the air. Mary Tyler Moore had that told the story as you're watching her in the story, you know what I mean? Every week. And again, I'm mixing my words because there's some on my list here that I don't want to give away because I'm quite pleased with them. But yeah, a lot of them told a story, even if it wasn't the story of the show. They gave you that sense and feel of what you're about to watch. So,
okay, good stuff.
Hi, this is Millennial Nick, along with Gen X Brian and Xennial Dean. Hey, if you liked that video, which we really hope you did, you should like and subscribe. That would be great.
Ham gravy.